This is Mike, NoStressMike.com. When you are defending yourself, whether you're defending yourself in a position, a prearranged position that you're gonna, it's a place that you're gonna hold up in or something like that, or if you're just walking down the street and six guys want to mug you. I know you hear a lot about, oh, I'm going to shoot him dead, I'm going to kill him, I want to do all this. In a defensive situation, killing isn't always the best option. That's one reason why I use a 9mm. Just like any firearm, bullet placement will tell you about death. But I want something big enough that it's going to hurt, in case I want to hurt you. And sometimes hurting is the way to do it. Like I say, if there were six coming up to me, and there's no firearms involved, it's the same thing. I want to hurt this person. The first one I get my hands on, I want pain. I don't want them dead. I want pain. With the pain, it does a psychological thing for everybody else. In other words, the six are coming up, and right when they come, bam-o, the first guy's down screaming and hollering. The second guy is in his mind, going to be thinking, a lucky punch. And then he's going to come. And then, bam-o, he's down, and he's screaming and hollering. Now, there's 2 out of 6, and this happens in about a second. The third and fourth are going to be thinking real hard if they want to step over these 2 guys that are screaming and hollering on the ground. And that even puts more of advantage to you because they have to step over them or they have to go around them or something like that. So you still have the advantage. And by the time you get to the third, the fourth and fifth and sixth, they won't want any part of you. That same type of mentality applies when you're using firearms. That's why I've said even 22 is good for defending an area. Talk about the 3-man militia. In the 3-man militia, if you're defending an area, people that aren't really good with weapons can use a 22. Women and children. I'm not too good on having women and children on the firing line, so they're better as sharpshooters back further away. And any 22 wound is still a wound. It doesn't make any difference. When you get into a combat situation, any wound is going to be uncomfortable. And if they can get a 22 wound, like I say, 50, 75 yards out will be effective. I mean, it'll be enough to know they've been hurt and they're going to be losing blood by the time they get to you if they continue on. Most people, when they're wounded, that kind of takes the fire out of them. And if they're well motivated and really going good, they will continue on. And like saying same thing, if they're really true professionals, there are very few true professionals. You find the professionals in the movies. So even a 22 wound will work good when you're defending an area. And besides that, they're cheaper, they're easier to work and stuff like that. And the military already knows, because that's why our military used the 223. The gun was made more to injure people. They're threats, or not even threats. I mean, they're using to combat, to go into war. They want to wound people. They don't really want them dead. That's why they come up with a 223. Okay, you notice I don't push a 223. The main thing is there's too many things that can mess it up, such as bushes, trees, and stuff like that. And they say, yeah, it's accurate. Yeah, but at 100 yards away, you can hide behind just about any kind of a bush, and it's going to give you a certain degree of protection. I wouldn't count on it, but there is some. When you're using the 30 caliber, in which is 7.62 by 39 AK, then that will go through the brush and stuff like that. So, and after it goes through, even light walls and stuff like that, there's still enough left after it goes through that it will injure, if not kill. So, in other words, don't be concerned about killing people. You want to injure, and if they die, they die. It's no big deal. But so when you focus on any kind of combat, hand-to-hand or weapons or anything like that, the idea is best to wound. If you can wound, if there's 100 and you can wound 20 of them, that would be more beneficial than killing 5. Wounding 20 would be better than killing 5. If you've watched my videos on how to shoot in a firefight, you will know my firefights last 3 to 5 seconds. And in that 3 to 5 seconds, there's going to be a lot of people wounded. Them, not us. And then I want to stop everything right there, because the longer it goes, there's more of a chance that we could be injured. We don't want to be injured. So what can we do to stop the gunfight? And that's what we're talking about. 3 to 5 seconds for the gunfight. Stop it right there and see what you can do to calm the situation. Everybody already knows in this 3 to 5 seconds that you are willing to fight and kill. So that's not, we don't need to worry about that part. They know that by now. Now the thing is, how much killing do they want? That's what we're right back to. We don't really care about the killing. We want people screaming and hollering. We want them hurt. This is Mike, NoStressMike.com.